Hi, I'm Annie Palchis. I've worked with children and families for more than 40 years in special education, early childhood education, and counseling. I've been developing some short talks about parenting, particularly in light of the difficulties in families during this time of extreme challenges. There is so much stress and instability and fear due to COVID-19, unemployment, isolation, and escalating national and international tensions. Being at home together for weeks and weeks certainly puts a strain on everyone in the family. Children are probably more anxious now and more irritable and confused. Their whole world has changed, probably more drastically than anyone's. No school. School provided structure, friends, a familiar place full of caring adults, a break from the family, and lots of stimulation and lots of fun. Though some children often complained about school, it is a comfort and a second home that provides structure and safety. It's unnatural to be only at home for busy little humans who want to interact and learn in a wider world. But this time also offers an important opportunity for all the members of the family to learn how to better understand each other and how to develop new and better ways to communicate and problem solve. Today, we'll explore sibling rivalry, which may seem in some families to be peaking right now. This talk will offer some strategies for supporting the needs of each child in the family, and we'll share some ideas that might reshape family relationships and help everyone get along a little better. Siblings often fight and argue and don't always have great strategies for communicating well and resolving things. Most siblings fight. It's part of family life. When parents intervene, we tend to make it worse because we inadvertently increase a sense of competition among the children. The need to fight gets stronger because parents often take sides, usually without realizing it. Maybe we're acting to protect the younger ones, or we favor one child's right over another in certain situation. Or maybe we make comparisons between the children, form alliances, or reward or give more attention to one child than another. Instead of jumping in when children are fighting, deciding who's right and who's wrong, and handing out punishments or directives, parents can instead take the time to look deeper, beyond the behaviors, and consider each child's feelings and the beliefs or thinking that underlie the child's actions. Children may be fighting to find a place in the family. Where do they fit? They may be trying to establish a way to belong and to feel important and to feel loved. They may think they have to win, to matter, and to be cared about. Maybe a child is feeling hurt and just wants to hurt back. Maybe something feels unfair, and a child is struggling for his own sense of justice about something that seems very wrong to him. Some of these are faulty or mistaken beliefs or thoughts that children commonly have and then act on in ways that might stimulate conflict or anger in other people. It's normal for children to tend to compare themselves with their siblings or to feel jealous. Competition is natural. Feeling insecure happens. So when siblings fight or tease or argue, parents need to look more deeply at what the children are feeling. Children tend to be quite concrete in their ways of thinking. Developmentally, most children under 13 aren't yet able to fully consider multiple perspectives or to realize that their perceptions might not be shared by other people. They feel and they act, and they aren't yet really thinking about what the other person might be thinking and feeling, especially if they're experiencing very, very strong emotions themselves. Parents need to support and encourage and help their children to bring these underlying beliefs and feelings out into the open so that they can be talked about and understood more clearly. Parents can use conflicts as an opportunity to help their children to learn to listen to a wide variety of perspectives and to empathize with how others in the family are feeling. Some children, depending on their ages and abilities, may not yet be able to easily find words to express deep, real, complicated, confusing, difficult feelings. Many of us, even as adults, can't always manage to calmly explain anything much when we are feeling angry, hurt, or afraid. Younger children, or more sensitive or more challenging children, may especially need extra coaching and support to express what they are feeling. Right now, in the midst of a pandemic, no school, no sports, no playdates, so much change and uncertainty. Many children probably don't really know why they are getting so angry or feeling so easily irritated. Sometimes children just react from a triggered, deep emotion, and they aren't really thinking about what they're doing. At first, most children will need your help and coaching to express and begin to understand their real feelings and thinking. To help them, you might say, I wonder if you're feeling jealous and hurt because you think Sam is getting more than you. Maybe you wish you were being treated the same. Is that right? That's one way to create an invitation for children to think about and talk about their feelings, and for you to be able to honor all their feelings. Parents should try to avoid taking sides in children's squabbles and arguments. If they are fighting over who gets to sit in the front seat, for example, try saying, no one sits in the front until you guys work out a plan together for how to share the front seat. Work it out on your own, kids. Turning the problem over to the kids rather than solving the problem for them not only prevents you from taking sides, but it also gives the children opportunity to think things through and to learn how to problem solve together. Sometimes they'll need adult help to see all the sides of a situation, so you may need to help them think it through, talk about feelings, and brainstorm solutions with them. But the more you turn the problem back to them, the more they will come to develop understanding and empathy for everyone's perspective, a skill we all need to practice and get better at. Another part of reducing sibling tensions is to work on shifting the family climate to a more positive and a less competitive one. Shifting the focus in the family away from competition to cooperation is very hard to do. But parents can help move to a more cohesive, caring atmosphere by giving messages that are positive and supportive and specific to each child on a regular basis about how much you appreciate certain qualities they have and certain things they bring to contribute to the family. Parents can also build a more positive climate by trying really, really hard not to compare children or to reinforce a good guy, bad guy pattern by taking sides or focusing on one child as the victim and another child as the aggressor. It's much more helpful to focus messages to children on how important it is for the family to value and respect that each person is unique and has their own ways of feeling and thinking, and their own sets of strengths. Finally, children, because they are concrete thinkers, sometimes feel there's only a certain amount of love that the parents have to give, and the child may worry that there's not enough to go around, or that love is conditional and they're only loved when they behave perfectly. It's important to make sure that children know your love is not conditional and that each child is loved just for being herself. Jane Nelsen, who has written a number of books on positive parenting, describes a lovely way to convey to children how parental love works. I want to share it with you. It's called The Candle Story. It addresses the belief behind the behavior of a young boy whose mother goes to the hospital and brings home a new baby. He sees the baby getting lots of her time and attention. He thinks she must love the baby more. So to get her love back, he decides to start acting like a baby. Here's what one mom did in this situation, as shared by Jane Nelsen. One evening when the baby was asleep, the mom sat down at the kitchen table with her son and said, "Honey, I would like to tell you a story about our family. These candles represent our family." She picked up one candle and said, "This is the mommy candle. This one is for me." She lit the candle and she said, "This flame represents my love." She picked up another candle and said, "This candle is the daddy candle." She used the flame from the mommy candle to light the daddy candle and said, "When I married your daddy, I gave him all my love. And I still have all my love left." Mom put the daddy candle in a holder and picked up a smaller candle and said, "This candle is for you." She lit the smaller candle with the flame from her candle and said, "When you were born, I gave you all my love. And look, Daddy still has all my love, and I have all my love left." The mom put that candle in a holder too, next to the daddy candle, then picked up the smallest candle, and while lighting it with the mommy candle, said, "This is a candle for your baby brother. When he was born, I gave him all my love. And look, you still have all my love. Daddy has all my love. And I still have all my love left, because that is the way love is. You can give it to everyone you love and still have your love. Now just look at all the light we have in our family with all this love." This touching story might help you to show your children that love doesn't run out or get taken away by someone else, like a brother or a sister. There is plenty of love to light up your family. Next time our talk will explore in more detail strategies and ideas for using a problem-solving model in family life. May you all be safe and healthy and enjoy the love of your family and celebrate that each one of you are unique and, as Mr. Rogers used to say, loved for just being you.